As the world plunges into an unforgiving freeze, how do early humans navigate this ruthless environment? What if we could glimpse the struggle of survival amidst icy wastelands millions of years ago? In a battle with nature itself, the fight for life was a daily reality, just as it is now in our modern world. But how similar are the threats? What can we learn from those who faced their own climate crisis in a time when survival was the only option? The wind howls across the barren tundra, carrying snow and ice that seem to swallow all traces of life. In this frozen world, early humans, Homo habilis, struggle against the elements. The landscape is relentless, stretching out in every direction, a sea of white under a pale, unforgiving sky. It's a world where every day is a test of survival, and the ability to adapt is the key to life. Here in the Ice Age, humans are not at the top of the food chain. Instead, they are prey to predators fighting for their place in a world where the cold doesn't just freeze the body, it freezes the very essence of existence. In one small group of humans, survival hinges on cooperation and ingenuity. They gather around a fire, its flickering light offering warmth against the encroaching cold. The sound of wind is deafening, but the fire brings a small sense of security, a fleeting moment of relief. The humans huddle closer together, wrapping themselves in animal skins. The warmth of the fire contrasts sharply with the bitter air just beyond their reach. This warmth is their lifeline, and it's a constant battle to keep it going. The leader of the group signals, and the hunt begins. With their crude tools, stone knives and spears, they venture into the wilderness. The landscape is harsh, and the animals they hunt are elusive, fast, and deadly. The mammoth, huge, powerful, and dangerous, could easily trample them, but it is also their best chance for survival. The hunt is not just about food, it is about life itself. The tension in the air is palpable, every movement calculated, every step taken with precision. Suddenly, a distant roar echoes through the cold. The ground shakes as a saber-toothed cat, its massive fangs gleaming, emerges from behind a snow-covered ridge. The humans freeze instinctively, becoming one with the earth, as the predator sniffs the air, searching for its prey. The humans hold their breath, praying that the wind is on their side. The predator passes by unaware of its would-be attackers, and the group exhales in relief. For now, they are safe. But this brief reprieve is only temporary. The hunt continues, and with it, the fight for survival in this unforgiving age. The constant tension between life and death shapes every moment. The threat of starvation looms large as the cold stifles the growth of plants and makes hunting even more dangerous. The need for warmth is desperate, as every breath feels like it could be their last. Each moment is a reminder that the fragility of life is ever present, and survival is never guaranteed. The day drags on. As the sun begins to set behind the jagged mountains, the group retreats back to the safety of their cave, their bodies bruised but alive. They share what little food they have and settle in for another long night. The cold is always there, pressing in from all sides, but inside the cave, there is warmth, temporary, fleeting, but vital. The flickering firelight casts shadows on the walls of the cave. Every sound is magnified in the silence that follows a long day. The humans weary from their hunt rest, but their minds are never truly at ease. Outside, the wind picks up again, howling louder than before. The cold penetrates even the thickest furs, and the sounds of distant predators only add to the unease. Yet, there is a sense of unity among them. Their survival hinges not only on their individual strength, but also on their ability to work together. The fire may provide warmth, but it is the bond between them that holds off the darkness. As the night wears on, the temperature continues to plummet. The outside world is hostile and no shelter is truly safe from the elements. The humans know that survival is not just about securing food and fire. It's about knowing when to flee and when to fight. The cold can kill as swiftly as the predators they face. The very act of living in this frozen world is a constant negotiation with death, and only those who understand the rhythms of nature survive. The leader speaks in hushed tones, signaling for the group to rest. They know that they will need every ounce of energy for tomorrow's hunt. There is no rest from the harshness of the Ice Age, no reprieve from the constant pressure of survival. It is a harsh world, but it is their world, and they will fight to hold on to it. As dawn breaks, the world outside is still frozen, but the light of the sun promises a new day. The hunt begins again. This time, the group moves with even greater urgency. They know the dangers that lie ahead, but they also understand the need to keep moving. The mammoth, still their primary target, is elusive, and the cold saps their strength with each passing moment. But they cannot afford to fail. They track their prey across the snow-covered plains, their breath visible in the frigid air. The landscape seems endless, a vast expanse of white that stretches far beyond their reach. Yet, despite the overwhelming odds, they press on. The rhythm of their survival is as much a part of the environment as the freezing winds and the animals they hunt. There is no other choice. In the distance, the silhouette of the mammoth appears large and formidable. The group pauses, taking careful aim. They know that one mistake could mean death, but their determination is unwavering. Together, they move as one, understanding that the success of the hunt is not just about food, it's about life. As they close in on the mammoth, the tension becomes almost unbearable. The humans remain still, biding their time, watching, waiting for the perfect moment. Finally, the leader gives the signal. With a collective effort, the group charges, releasing their spears into the mammoth's side. The struggle is violent, brutal, and unforgiving. But it is a struggle they must win. As they stand victorious over their prey, a mix of relief and exhaustion washes over them. The hunt is over, but their fight for survival is not. The cold still threatens, the predators still lurk, and the future remains uncertain. But in this moment, they have won. For now, they have secured their place in this harsh world. As they prepare to return to their cave, the Ice Age still looms over them, an unyielding force. Yet they are resilient, a testament to the unbreakable human spirit. The fire will burn again tonight, and they will live to see another day. The humans march back toward their cave, weary but resolute. The mammoth's meat, heavy and substantial, will keep them fed for days, but it is the knowledge that they have overcome yet another nightmarish trial that fuels their spirits. They are not just surviving, they are mastering their environment, adapting to it, and in some ways becoming one with it. As they enter the warmth of the cave, the fire is stoked, and the meat is roasted. The group settles down, a quiet sense of camaraderie settling over them as they share the spoils of their labor. For a brief moment, there is peace, an understanding that despite the cold, despite the predators, they are not just living in the shadow of their environment. They are actively shaping their fate. They are in their own way masters of survival. But outside the world is unforgiving. The ice continues to grow, the winds howling louder as the temperature plunges even further. The Ice Age is a threat that does not relent. It is a force that will not stop until it has tested every ounce of strength, patience, and perseverance. But the humans are far from helpless. They know their enemy. They understand the land. They know that each day survived is a victory, no matter how small. And with each challenge, they learn something new, something that will help them survive the next. The fire crackles in the cave, its warmth a constant reminder of the fight they face. The humans know that this fire is not just a source of heat, it is a symbol of their resilience. It is their light in the darkness, their warmth in the cold, their hope in the face of overwhelming adversity. It is their only constant in a world where everything else is in flux. But as the humans rest, their minds are never fully at ease. In the back of their minds, the reality of their existence presses down on them. The Ice Age will not end. The climate will not relent. They will face more struggles, more hunts, more dangers, more nights spent, huddled together in a desperate attempt to survive. And yet, they are still here. They are alive, and with each passing day, they grow stronger. As the sun sets behind the mountains, the night descends once again. The cold seeps in through every crack and crevice of the cave. The humans pull their furs tighter around them, gathering as close to the fire as possible. They are not just waiting for the next challenge, they are preparing for it. For in this world, survival is never guaranteed, and every day is a fight. In many ways, the Ice Age was a preview of the struggles we face today. Just as early humans faced their climate crisis, we too are confronted by the unpredictable forces of nature. The modern climate crisis, though different in its scope and scale, shares the same fundamental challenge: survival in a world that is rapidly changing. The world may not be as cold as it was during the Ice Age, but the stakes are just as high. The fight for survival is ongoing, and it is up to us to adapt, to work together, and to face the challenges ahead, just as our prehistoric ancestors did. The battle for survival is never truly over. It is a story that continues to unfold generation after generation. And just as the humans of the Ice Age triumphed over the cold and the predators, so too must we triumph over the crises of our own time.